Denis Viollet was born on December 20, 1933, in Salford, Greater Manchester, England. Growing up in a working-class area, he developed an early passion for football. His family lived near Old Trafford, the home of Manchester United, and young Denis was drawn to the sport from a young age. As a child, he played for local teams before joining Manchester United's youth academy at the age of 14. Violet's talent was evident early on, and he quickly progressed through the ranks. His impressive skill set, particularly his pace and sharp finishing, made him stand out among his peers. In 1950, he was signed by Manchester United's first-team squad. At this time, the club was in a rebuilding phase, especially after the tragic Munich air disaster of 1958, which claimed the lives of 8 of United's players. This disaster, however, would set the stage for Violet's rise to prominence in the club's storied history. Career peak, rise to prominence at Manchester United. Denis Viollet made his first team debut for Manchester United in 1953 at the age of 19. Although he was not an automatic starter at first, his abilities soon earned him a regular place in the team. As a forward, Viollet was known for his lethal finishing, excellent movement off the ball, and adaptability in the attacking third. He could play across the forward line, but he found his most successful position as a central striker. The most significant period of Violet's career came in the mid-1950s and early 1960s, when he became an integral part of the post-Munich United team under manager Sir Matt Busby. Violet's talent and contributions were critical to United's resurgence after the tragedy that decimated the team. During this time, he formed a strong partnership with other United greats, such as Bobby Charlton, and played alongside emerging stars like George Best. One of the key seasons of his career came in 1959-96 when he scored 32 goals in 37 appearances for Manchester United. This remarkable feat helped him become the club's top scorer for that season and showcased his consistency in front of goal. Violet's style of play was one that combined both technical skill and physicality, making him a versatile and dangerous forward. His ability to score from various situations, whether it was a precise header, a quick turn in the box, or a long-range strike, made him a constant threat to defenders. Main achievements and legacy. Denis Violet's time at Manchester United coincided with one of the most successful eras in the club's history. While the club struggled in the immediate aftermath of the Munich tragedy, Violet's contributions helped to stabilize the team and eventually led to United's domination in English football during the 1960s. One of Violet's major achievements was being part of the Manchester United squad that won the First Division title in 1965. This was United's first league title since the disaster, and Viollet played a pivotal role in helping the club reach the summit of English football again. He had an essential role in the 1965-1966 season, where the club secured another league title, marking an era of success that would continue throughout the decade. Another significant achievement for Viollet was being part of the European Cup squad that won the prestigious trophy in 1968, which solidified his place as one of the key figures in United's history. Although he did not play in the final, his contributions throughout the campaign were invaluable to the team's success. Over his time with Manchester United, Viollet scored a total of 179 goals in 293 appearances, making him one of the club's all-time top scorers. His partnership with players like Charlton and Law in the attacking lineup provided United with a potent attacking force that would dominate in both domestic and European competitions. Although Viollet did not gain as much international recognition as some of his teammates, such as Bobby Charlton or George Best, his contribution to United's success during the 1960s was undeniable. His blend of technical skill, determination, and consistency helped pave the way for United's legendary status in the sport. Last years and departure from Manchester United. By the mid-1960s, however, Denis Violet's place at Manchester United began to wane. The emergence of new talent, including the young George Best, coupled with injuries, saw Violet's first-team appearances become less frequent. His decline in influence at the club was gradual, but it was clear that his time at United was nearing its end. In 1964, Viollet left Manchester United for a brief stint at Stoke City, where he spent several years as a key player for the club. Though his peak years were behind him, he continued to show his class and was a reliable presence in the forward line for Stoke. He played with the club until 1969, before ending his playing career and moving into coaching. Viollet later spent time in the United States, where he played for the Washington Whips in the North American Soccer League. While this period was less successful than his time in England, it marked an important step in the global expansion of football. Post-retirement and legacy. After retiring from professional football, Denis Viollet went on to coach and manage at several clubs, though he never reached the same level of prominence as he had during his playing days. He remained involved in football and was a respected figure in the game, particularly in his role as a mentor to younger players. Viollet passed away on March 6, 1999, at the age of 65. His death was a sad moment for those who remembered him as one of the greats of Manchester United's post-war history. Despite not reaching the legendary status of some of his contemporaries, Violet's legacy remains firmly embedded in Manchester United's rich history, with his name remembered as a central figure in one of the club's most important periods. Conclusion. Denis Violet's life and career were shaped by his time at Manchester United, where he played a key role in rebuilding the club after the Munich air disaster and helped them reclaim dominance in English and European football. His remarkable goal-scoring record and his contribution to United's success during the 1960s ensured that he would always be regarded as a club legend. Though his playing days ended in the late 1960s, his legacy has endured, and his impact on United's history is still remembered fondly by fans and fellow footballers alike.